Welcome. You've made it with us to the finale of The Last of Us, Season 1, Episode 9. I'm Izaz. That's Chris. That's Joe.
You're backwards, but good.
You're backwards, yep. We literally
Well,
have the little names, so it's
it,
okay.
it was right on my screen,
Don't mind him. He's like 15.
right?
All right.
But,
So in this finale, we start off with Ellie. Well, not Ellie. With Ellie's mom running through the forest, being chased by an infected. And I am 99% sure I've seen this damn house in Boston. I'm almost positive I've seen it when I lived up there. But she's running through the forest. She ends up at a house, and she fights off an infected while giving birth and killing the infected, but gets bit. And she ends up giving birth to Ellie and holding her in the house until Marlene, right? Yeah. Until Marlene and her few people come to the house, because I don't know why they were meeting a pregnant chick at a house, but okay.
they weren't meeting her there. She was hiding out there, and they were going to go find her.
She said, "Sorry, it took me so long." Like they were meeting there, but they end up meeting at the house, and Ellie's mom gives her to Marlene, and then begs for Marlene to shoot her. And then we go to Joel and Ellie just outside of Salt Lake, and they're kind of
bit. She didn't want to turn.
And we know she was turning, but I mean, Marlene did the right thing by shooting her. I mean, I would probably have a hard time shooting one of my best friends too, but then we meet Joel and Ellie outside of Salt Lake City, and Joel's in a better mood, and Ellie's kind of shut down, probably because she literally had to chop someone's face into pieces in the last episode.
Well, she also almost got raped.
Yeah, that almost happened. Yeah.
And killed. So, I mean, she had a rough time. She's a little closed off, not the angry, happy person she was before. And they end up going through part of Salt Lake, which is about the size of my house. Sorry, people from Salt Lake. I've been there. It's not that big. And they end up coming across some giraffes, and it makes Ellie happy because she gets to feed them.
That's part of the game, by the way.
They walk and talk some more. They walk and talk some more. They saw monkeys in 2 episodes ago. But
it's an uplifting moment.
Fucking stupid thing. But they end up walking through a little bit more of Salt Lake, and Joel kind of confesses why he has the little scar on his head, because he tried committing suicide. And talked outside barking. And then shortly after that, they get flashbanged, and we get reintroduced to Marlene, who somehow made it clear across the country with 5 people, and 3 of them died. But she has like a full platoon there. And she starts explaining to Joel why he can't go see Ellie, because they're about to do brain surgery on her. Which I get why they're doing it in the story. The little bit I know about science, I don't know why they wouldn't test her blood first, but that's a whole other discussion.
Yeah, I overanalyzing again.
I mean,
cordyceps attack the brain, and they need to figure out why it wasn't bothering her brain.
She literally says the chemicals in her trick the cordyceps. So where the chemicals are all over her body. They couldn't take bone marrow. They go right to splitting her skull open.
The best way to do it is go to the source.
So what, hypothetically, right? They
go to the source.
They take this thing out, right, of its living environment, and it dies.
Problem solved.
So they can't then test. They can't test anything, because the person that had the cordyceps in her head is, dead on a table.
But it doesn't die immediately, because there's dead infected that have the cordyceps that keep growing while they're dead.
When did they explain that? And if you say in the game,
No, it's
The,
in the show. They see that dead one down in the bottom of the building, and the cordyceps are growing up the wall.
that too, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't take it like that because they acted like it was already dead.
No,
Like
but he wasn't
Yeah.
duct taped to the wall. The fungus was
I
holding
know,
him
but they
there.
didn't do
No.
anything to it. They're just like, oh, you've never seen.
He was dead to the wall.
I'll have to go back and watch. I know what you're talking about, but they didn't. I didn't get the impression like it was like dead and still growing. I'll
Because
take
think
your
about
word.
it, cordyceps aren't dead before they infect you. They're a living fungus.
I'll
Like
take.
they're
take your
alive
word for it.
outside of a human host.
I'll take your word for it. But when I was watching this episode, it was like that's just kind of weird. How they just wouldn't at least test other things before going. I'm gonna split your skull in half and take this thing out. But like, so
Maybe they did, and they just didn't talk about that.
he was out for like an hour. It takes longer to test blood than that.
Could have drew blood. Yeah.
Well, the other thing is that they have been using labs for a while to test different theories. So maybe this was their final theory, like, hey, this girl survived after being bit.
Because you have to figure this takes place in like the culmination of like a year. So they've been testing for a while. I mean, the outbreak's been going on for 20 years.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean,
So they've
the
been
Joe
testing
and Ellie
for a
story has only
while.
been a year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that's not possible, but just the way I was watching and reading Marlene and the way she was talking to Joel about you can't go see her, it's the only way. Like, if she would have simply said, "We've tried other tests," I would be like, "Okay, this is it. That's their last straw." But
You're
she
like,
doesn't
"Alright,
say that. She's just like,
kill
"This
her."
is it." She's like, "This is it. This is the only way. She has to die." It's like, see, because Joel's looking at it like, you haven't tried anything. I got her here, and you're just gonna kill her. That's how I saw it. But we then get to Marlene basically saying, Joel, you're gonna be escorted out of here by two guys. Guys, if he does anything, kill him. And then we see Joel
Do something.
do some bad shit, which was so hard for me to literally not clip every single part of that fight.
Yeah, now you know why everyone at the QZ was scared of Joel.
Yeah, I mean, it took 7.5 episodes, and we saw it last episode, and then we fully saw it this episode. I was like, okay, now I understand why one dude was like literally shaking when Tess was like, "Don't worry, I'll keep him calm. I'll keep him off of you. Just bring me the battery." Because
Yeah.
Joel's pretty badass, and even Marlene was like, "You're the one person that could have done this."
Which that part's kind of like, dude, you made it across the country in the same amount of time that Joel made it across the country. So why didn't you just take Ellie? But
they might have had a car. They might have had a car. But I did think that. I was like, I kind of thought, I was like, if you knew Joel and Tess were this good, why not just hire them? Why not just go, hey, I know you want to get to your brother. Let me take you.
Joel
But
doesn't
you're gonna
like the
escort.
fireflies.
I know he doesn't, but
So he doesn't like working with them. Neither does Tess. They don't like working with them.
no, my thing is, if Marlene made it across the country after she got shot, mind you, remember she got shot in the first episode?
But I think Marlene addresses that she has something else to do, and I don't think she thought it was worth the risk to bring Ellie with her.
no,
Yeah,
she said she couldn't do it. She said, "I'm bleeding out. You need to take her."
Well, in the last episode.
I had to go back and watch it because I couldn't remember what she said, but I was like, why the fuck?
But regardless, so I'm like, you could have taken her across the country without getting Joel involved. But
Yeah, I know it's the point of the story, but like when I was kind of watching that scene, I was like, why didn't she just hire them? Whatever.
I mean, in a sense, she did contract them to take her.
Kind of, sorta. She forced his hand because he needed a battery, but
Yeah, quid pro quo.
if she, I'm guessing because of who she is in that city, she kind of like, she would have to have eyes and ears everywhere to the point where she could kind of be like, okay, Joel needs something, let me go talk to him. But
Yeah,
I get the point of the story. Don't even say it, Joe. I get what
You don't work with the
I know. I get it, but I just kind of had that thought for a second. I was like, okay, but he kills everyone except the nurses, at least that we saw on camera. and he takes Ellie out and then kills Marlene before he gets in the SUV.
Which, speaking of, I got a question, Joe. When he killed the doctor, I can't remember if it was you that said something or if I saw something online about there being some significance to why he didn't kill the nurses.
It's Abby's dad.
The doctor?
Yeah.
Abby.
Yeah, that wasn't me. I think you read something on Abby's in game 2.
Oh, okay.
She's the main bad person.
Golf club.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I brought it up in an earlier episode that there was a significance as to why Abby hates
Yeah.
Joel.
The end,
That's
yeah.
the reason.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was you that brought it up. It was last week.
I literally don't know how. Dude, it was
Grudge.
all over the internet. I couldn't
I
go
just can't remember
anywhere
what it
without seeing
was.
it. Yeah.
I didn't come across any Game 2 spoilers, so
Everywhere. But Joel ends up lying to Ellie when she wakes up about what happened. And at the very end of it, you kind of see this clip right here.
Swear to me that everything you said about the fireflies is true.
That's funny.
I swear.
He was conflicted. He wanted to tell her the truth, but also didn't want to.
It really does bother me that they act like.
Okay.
I get it because they're following the game, but like, for as naive as she can be, she figures that out like instantly that he's like lying. Now, I get the whole Bond thing, and she kind of picks up on some stuff with him, but this feels more like we're showing you the bond they've created, or telling you more than we're showing you in this scene.
I mean, to me, it felt like she believed him genuinely. She's like, "Oh,
Look at that face! That is a face of not believing. I've seen that face before.
The hesitation and saying "I swear" would have been enough for me to be like, "All right, you're not telling me everything."
I mean, yeah,
He
but
hesitated.
she's also a little kid at the same. I mean, not a little kid, but she's a kid.
Yeah, but she's super smart.
Nonetheless, I feel like she just like trusts him at this point because she doesn't know what happened. So she's like, "Well, if he's saying that's what happened, I might as well trust him."
Well,
Yeah, so
she really doesn't though. She doesn't trust him.
Is it made apparent in the beginning of the next game?
She doesn't trust him. She doesn't believe that what he's saying right now is true.
But I mean, at the same time, though, the lie about there being others like her and everything, like, come on, man, that's not very believable.
it would have to be.
If
I don't.
Marlene goes through the trouble of getting Ellie across the country, knowing that there's others like her.
Maybe the fact that she was still in her mother while her mother was bit, she didn't get like the full dose. And whenever she came out, because she came out shortly after the mom was bit, that's what developed some type of immunity. And really, there is no cure.
I don't. It happened too quick.
Yeah, but I mean, just Joel's cover up is there was others like you. Raiders attacked. Everyone but us died. It's like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah, there would have to be. I think there should be enough people left on the earth that more than one person would have to be immune.
Maybe
Just
it involves
statistically,
being pregnant and being bit, and then giving birth right after you get bit.
could be anything. Yeah, maybe she was close enough to breathe it in.
She was the only one.
I think there would have to be others.
Does the second game clarify it? By the way,
I can't remember now.
I don't know. I just know the Abby bit.
Yeah,
because it was everywhere.
Game.
You want me to go on my rant now?
Yeah, go on your rant. Let's hear it.
Okay. So I know we're gonna give our whatever out of 10 at the end, but I'm gonna do mine right now. I thought this was a 5 out of 10 for this reason.
All right.
At the beginning of the fucking episode,
I'm out.
Bye. Fucking.
He might not even come back. That's just blasphemous.
No, but here it is. You're retarded.
Bro, oh, 5, bro.
Listen,
Oh,
listen,
five?
listen,
Oh, God.
listen, Linda. Listen.
Blasphemous.
All right. At the beginning of the episode, they wasted 15 fucking minutes of her running through the forest to a house to get bit.
I actually like that part. I thought
that,
that was
that
cool.
part was
I
cool.
thought
And
that
then
was cool.
Marlene killing her, bro. That shit was like ruthless.
15 fucking minutes. And then they wasted
Bro.
another 10 fucking minutes of them just walking around Salt Lake. I loved that, dude. I legit had the hardest fucking time cutting this apart. Because I loved that fight scene at the end of Joel just
So
walking through everyone.
when they're walking around the city and they get to the university and they see the giraffe and all that, that's all part of the game.
That might be. I didn't play the game.
Like, give
Bro, a
him
5?
blasphemous reviews.
Bro, how do you give this episode a 5? Especially with the ending, bro.
Because the episode was... I need to pull this up. I'm pretty sure the episode was like 35 minutes long.
Nah, it's like 49 or something like that.
Hopefully HBO. Pay for your shit, motherfucker. Bro.
I thought I had this pulled up on IMDb, but like over half the episode was literally them just walking and talking. Like, I don't fucking care about Joel trying to commit suicide. I don't. It might have importance in the game, but again, I didn't play the game, so I don't fucking care. Oh, I gotta go search for it now. Piss off.
Man, that whole beginning tells us why. It gives us the reason why Ellie is so important to Marlene in the first place.
Yep.
She's not only important because she's immune. She's important because that's technically like her niece.
Okay.
Yep.
Then show that part. Don't show the 15 fucking
Bro.
minutes before it.
Bro.
I'm sorry.
This
Well-
dude just wants to watch a show that has no like depth.
This is a show that's supposed to be about fucking infected. And
She was running away from an infected.
Yeah, they showed that for like 2 minutes.
Bro, and then
Not even.
43 minutes.
Yeah.
Bro.
And the first fucking 30 of it was them walking around fucking talking about shit that I don't care about.
Man.
Literally
that's-
adding depth to the character and their relationship that you don't see.
That's what we were complaining about last episode. Like,
Like,
You might be right.
It literally adds depth.
But in this episode, in the final episode, I wanted literally to see the fucking hospital scene, Joel killing everyone, and then them getting back to Tommy.
So you wanted 15 minutes of a finale.
No, they could have made it longer. There could have been more dialogue.
How?
There could have been more
Bro.
dialogue
What
between.
dialogue would have been? I'm gonna shoot you.
There could have been more
No,
dialogue
don't
between
shoot
Joel
me.
and Marlene.
Bro.
Not a lot of dialogue between them. He doesn't like talking to her. He hates her.
And maybe that's in the video game, but again, I didn't play it.
Did you
I
see how
did not
smooth he
fucking
killed
care.
her? Bro, did you see how
He
smooth he
didn't
killed her?
hesitate. He was
Bro,
like, all right.
went,
I'm not
he's
saying he
holding
did.
Ellie, and he went, pop.
He didn't give no fucks about what she was saying.
Wait, don't kill me. Pop.
I mean, I would have killed her too, but still.
He
Bro.
hates the Fireflies. Absolutely despises them.
Bro,
I didn't need that much walking and talking and running through the fucking forest.
I would give it a 9.
I got fucking
or-
8 episodes of that already.
it-
Whenever
it
that
would be
happened,
pushing a
I
10
was
for
sitting
me.
there like, oh, damn.
Bro, that whole forest scene, that's freaking drama entertainment right there. And
That
then
was
killing
genius.
her, bro, killing
Really?
your best friend, bro.
Genius.
Killing your best friend right when you took her baby from her. That's wild, bro. That's wild. Bro,
I'm not
imagine
saying it's
taking-
not.
That
I
was
don't.
beautiful.
I don't need the forest scene. If you
Bro.
want to show me, Ellie's mom
Then you'd be
after-
complaining about how the hell she get in the house.
after
'Cause
she
was
gave
running
birth.
from the forest.
I don't need to know how she got in the house.
She was running from the forest, came across a building. She's like, hey, maybe I could go in there and hide. So she goes in the building, locks the door.
You knew she wasn't going to be able to hide.
His intro would have been like, we start off with some lady in a house. Don't even know how she got in the house.
No, I don't need to fucking know that.
Bro.
Why is she in the house?
Who's the lady? And why the hell is she giving birth? It's like, bro, come on. A 5, bro, for the season finale? You're wild.
This
I hated the first part.
Banger.
That Joel scene, that when they got flashbanged from that point on, hands down a fucking 10.
Man,
all that shit was awesome. This fucking this first like 35. I fucking could give
you split the episode into 2 parts, took your rating, and divided it by 2 for the whole episode.
Mm-hmm.
How? It's that episode is easily a 9, like pushing a 10.
He did 10 divided by 2.
That's 5.
Because he split the episode into 2 parts. God damn.
Hey,
what about you, Joe?
We all have our own way of viewing things. I just was not impressed by the beginning of this episode. I just did not care.
This is easily like a 9.5. Easily a 9.5. The storytelling, the action, everything was fantastic.
This episode, the first episode and the last episode were like almost as good as each other.
Amazing.
The first episode? I didn't like the first episode a lot.
Oh my god.
There was a lot of
is this?
I like world building and I like character development, and
they gave you world building in the first 15 minutes, and you shat on it.
Of her mom,
you shat on it.
We know she was born. I legit assumed her mom got bit. I assumed her mom got bit. In episode 1, I assumed her mom got bit.
Type of scenario.
What, giving birth?
Did you know Marlene was her best friend? No.
She mentioned something in the first episode.
She doesn't talk about being best friends.
Yeah, she just said she's important.
Her. Yeah, all she said is you're important to me.
And then when Marlene's getting ready to kill her, she goes like, "This is harder for me than it is for you," or some shit like that.
Like, I'm about to die. How is this harder for you?
No, she was saying that to Joel. That it's harder for me to kill Ellie than it is for you. Like, I forgot. She said I was there when she was born.
Which she wasn't. She was there after, but
I mean, it counts.
It does not count. It was hours after. Don't give me that shit.
Big whoop, bro. Like, bro.
So
give you an example.
So I'm in the bathroom when my son's being born and he pops his head out. I could be like, "Yeah, I was there, bro. I watched you come out the hole."
Come on,
Might as well change your parentheses, the grumpy old watcher or something. Just grumpy old man.
Bro. Yeah, if you're there, bro, like, I can tell when my nephew's born, I can tell him when he goes up, I was there when you were born. I wasn't physically there watching you get birthed.
You weren't
there.
I
was around. I knew what was going on.
You were at the house like 5 blocks away.
Come on, man.
Ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous.
I did not like the beginning of this episode. Fucking loved Joel wrecking shop. I loved how Marlene and him were like a total opposites. Like, Marlene was hurt, but she knew what she had to do, and Joel was hurt, but he didn't want to do it.
Let's do it. Give them a good character. 10 out of 10.
Huh? What other clips do we have?
Yeah, roll the clips. Over this.
I still think this would happen way too fast.
Yeah, my only thing with that is, how did she not feel the baby coming out?
See, that's what Jess said, but there was a lot of stress in that whole scenario.
Bro, the baby looks like it just slid out like a slide, bro. Like, it's like, woo!
Did you see it slide out, though?
No, but that's what I'm saying. How did she not feel it coming out? Like,
well, I mean, she did have an infected trying to eat her face off.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm not a woman, right? And I can't speak on behalf of women, but I would imagine it's a very painful process.
Could you imagine
I wouldn't want to go through?
Can you imagine the adrenaline running through your body at that moment in time, thinking, "Oh shit, I'm gonna die. My baby's gonna die."
Hey, if she's that slippery down there, goddamn,
it's pretty ugly. I'm just,
oh, Lord.
But like,
Making
I,
my brain hurt.
I thought it was too fast between bite, heart, and uterus. Is that what you were saying, or you were saying
Me?
no? Just
Yeah, that's what Jess said.
the pain or the
Like that she wouldn't know.
yeah. I don't know how she wouldn't know either.
I mean,
Or-
hey, if it's like that, hey, if you're a pregnant woman out there, you're about to give birth, just do something to shoot your adrenaline up. Like go skydiving before you give birth. Your baby will be born mid skydive, and you won't even feel it.
Christ, we're 25 minutes in. All right, let's watch Joel wreck some people.
Let's do it.
There are things about being able, like I've heard things that women gave birth without knowing. Like it is a thing. It's
Yeah.
like, and I mean, with all the stress and the adrenaline, I'm sure she wasn't really feeling anything except for that bite.
Could be possible, I guess, but unlikely in my
Please.
opinion.
You don't understand.
I do.
That's some good dialogue. I love
I was there when she was born, Joel.
That's what I was
I
talking
told your
about.
mother
He was
that I
there
would
after.
save her child, I promised. So I do understand. I'm the only one who understands.
That's the part I was talking about.
Mm.
If you did not see that clip in the beginning, you'd be like, "What the hell is she talking about?" Joe just spent 7 or 8 episodes with her.
I'm not saying the pain isn't real. I just thought that fucking beginning was way too long. Way fucking too long.
I'm giving up. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, I didn't clip the whole thing, but I thought this was showing how ruthless Joel was.
I love that
It's like-
Joel's using like a ewer and they're all using assault rifles and he's just pissing on everybody.
Dude literally
He
held his
said,
hands up.
Not dead enough.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna slit your throat.
Bro, my favorite thing is he's picking up guns as he goes.
Finally.
He's like, "Well, this one's out of ammo. Next one."
Yeah, that whole like was it like 5 minutes of him just going through the hospital. I was like,
Bro,
I was like,
Killing area.
it's like that in the game as well. You got to go through the whole hospital, and there's like 40 on each floor just popping out at you.
There's a lot more people.
Yeah. I had to restart from checkpoint a few times.
It's a massacre.
all right. Well, now that you guys yelled at me enough, what do you give it?
That's 9 pushing 10. I'm telling you, like that episode.
You didn't even get the clip of him shooting Marlene? That's so cold.
Bro,
I couldn't show everything.
the clip of him
That
shooting
part's
Marlene.
cold.
Yo, I saw it coming though. I mean, I played the game as well, but
I mean,
it's like, yeah,
It's just
so
when
satisfying.
he heard like the click and then like kind of stopped, I was like, oh, that's Marlene. I was like, oh, he's gonna kill Marlene. Like, oh,
she
Yeah.
deserves it.
the leader of
She
the
goes like-
Fireflies.
She goes like, what does she say then? She goes like, "Please don't kill me." And he goes like, oh, she's like, "No, let me live." I forgot what she said. And he goes like, "If I
Like-
let you live, you'll only come after her."
Yeah, like we can work this out.
Yeah.
This
That part.
episode's easily 9.5. Easily 9.5. Easily.
Man.
Yeah, that's just
All right.
graceful.
Well, these boys are mad at me enough. So if you guys like the argument, please like, share, subscribe. Please comment on my side down below. Find us in Discord. Until next time. Bye-bye.
It's absolutely disgraceful.